Real talk. No bull. Real talk. We're putting it all on the table. You know what to do.
All right, welcome guys, welcome everybody.
Boys.
This is episode 56.
56.
Turning tricks.
Oh, okay.
Pick
That's
up sticks.
that's what I wanted to go with, but
Yeah, magic tricks.
Not what we spoke about before.
yeah, you can
No,
reading between the lines.
Braden
I
just
won't
get
say
his
it.
PG.
mind out of the gutter.
I won't say it. Don't
Yes,
worry.
yes,
But anyway,
yes.
Tuesday night.
Yeah, Tuesday
Here we
night.
are.
Welcome everybody. We have Chris on the podcast tonight. What's your last name, Chris? Sorry,
Drysdale.
Drysdale.
Yep.
Chris Drysdale. Chris
Why do I think
was
it was
a.
Mackenzie?
Chris
Oh
was
yeah,
a,
it's my middle on there because of a job I used
Yep,
to do. But
yep,
that's
yep.
all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. There you go. Yeah, Chris was a host on the Punters Paradise podcast. Whole bunch of sports betting and all that sort of stuff. Can we still find that podcast anywhere?
Yeah, I think it's on like Apple Podcasts. I think it
Okay.
was on Spotify. I jumped back a couple of weeks ago. I was having some trouble finding it. But yeah, we will try and get back into it.
Yeah.
I've just got to convince Liam, the other host, to get back into it. But at the moment, he's loving work a bit more. So,
Yeah.
but that's all right. I'll convince him, and we'll get back
Yeah,
into
I mean,
it.
as we know, there's a lot of work that goes into putting on a podcast.
Oh
so-
yeah, it's not just like
Nah, it's not just slap it together.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank fuck we don't have to do any of the editing, mate.
I know.
Well, that was our main problem. Our man Darcy that we had doing it all was like he was awesome at it, and then obviously he finished his uni stuff and he became a nurse, and went out west, and
Yeah.
we tried to do the whole.
Oh man, that'd be tough.
Yeah, it's too hard.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
we were sending like SD cards in Ubers over to like the south side.
Oh, wow.
So he could edit and then send it back in an Uber because no one wanted to drive, and
Yeah,
we did
far
some
out.
wild stuff to get it out. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
all
Oh,
right.
geez. That's extreme.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we work well because we all live locally together.
Yep.
And like we were saying earlier, that this is just a bit of a Tuesday night catch up for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, get together and spin the yarn and
Yeah.
do what we do.
Yeah, no, I've been itching to get back on the mic, and I was saying before, I watched the copper, undercover copper episode, and I
Yep.
thought, oh, that'd be mad to get back on and have a chat. So it was good. Thanks for having me, boys.
What was
Yeah.
that one called?
Donnie, undercover cop with a death wish.
That's the one. There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yep.
forgot it. I can't remember
Yeah.
any of them.
Such a good
The other one I
episode.
remember is Chaos to Calm.
Also, the title of the book, Donnie, undercover cop with a death wish.
Oh,
Todd McGuire. Look him up on Facebook. Buy the book. I've almost finished it. I'm not a very fast reader. I've almost finished it, so
actually,
I'll hand it over.
a guy from that I was doing some servicing work for,
Yeah.
a customer, he listened to that episode and then he said to me, "Oh, I'm going to buy the book," and he bought it, and he said, "Fucking what a book!"
Yeah.
He was hooked.
Is there an audio book to it?
Not yet.
Nah.
He said that he was doing an audio book
Yep.
for it.
Waiting for Morgan Freeman.
No, he said that he was going to voice it himself.
Yeah.
He was just he hadn't quite got there yet.
Yeah, yep.
But he said that he was putting out audio for it.
Good audio book's good, eh?
Yeah,
Night
man,
time,
yeah.
chuck it on.
Yeah,
It's good.
100%.
I'm not a good reader either. I'm slow. I think I read my first book when I was in rehab.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, reading's,
I don't think I finished it,
reading's
but
not
yeah.
for me.
It's
Yeah,
tough shit.
I've only just picked up reading again the last couple of years. So
They reckon it's good.
yeah. I try. What's really good about Todd's book, the Donnie Undercover Cop with a Death Wish, is that the chapters are super short.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
So it flows the story really well because like you're not just dragging, the chapters aren't just dragging on, like, and so some of the chapters are only a few pages, and then the next chapter might be 10 pages, and then
it's-
and so all of the parts of his story are all compressed into these really short chapters,
So
which
it's not built with fluff or like they haven't just
Yeah,
gone,
man,
oh, this is
yeah.
what the chapter needs to be about, but we'll make it 40 pages
Yeah,
long.
that's
It's
right,
just,
man,
this
yeah.
is the information.
that's it.
Bang.
That's
Yeah,
it.
no, it's good. It's
Yeah,
good. That
yeah.
episode, I said, like, I didn't want it to end. I was just getting in and out of the car doing work. I was like, oh, I hope this is a big episode. And when it's going to end, and you start pausing it, I'll come back and we got more stories. It was a good one.
Man, well, we appreciate that, man.
Nah,
Yeah,
come on,
thanks.
boys.
Yeah,
It got me hooked. It got me starting listening to you. So it was
Yeah,
good.
no, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. So we'll kick off the episode with
Do we have the audio?
everybody's favorite section.
Okay.
What ripped your
pretend.
undies?
Oh, there it
There
is.
we go. There we go. See, and through the magic of
The
editing.
magic of editing.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make a start.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna
I've
make a
still
start.
got
Yeah.
You said mine's a cop out.
Yeah. Well, it is because you've used it like 3 weeks in a row, so you can't.
It's still wears my undies.
Yeah. Well, fuck is bullshit.
Okay.
Come on.
Got to get there.
Yeah.
All right, I got to get
Okay,
creative.
so on Sunday, we're on Tuesday now. This will come out Thursday, but on Sunday I did the the Jitty Jitty half marathon around the Redcliffe Peninsula.
Well done, buddy. Well done.
Thank you. It was my third time doing a half marathon around there. And the first 2 times I've done it has been in the winter. And it's been really nice, calm, beautiful weather. Sunday, it was fucking blowing its tits off.
Oh, yeah.
And it was fucking disgusting. It was so brutal. Like the first 10.5 Ks from Woody Point around to Scarborough was beautiful. Nice tailwind, just pushing you along.
You would have been bloody making
Yeah,
record
you're just
time.
cruising along. You're like, oh yeah, man, this is feeling so good. And then you turn at Scarborough and you come back, and it was just like punch in the face with this wind that, in some spots, it just wanted to bring you to a halt. And it was just so fucking tough, man. And I mean, I got it done. I was probably about 5 minutes off my goal time, which
How long is it?
21.1 Ks.
21.1. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. There's a half.
And yeah, so I mean that's what ripped my undies was just Mother Nature. The wind fucked me right up. Like I'm still sore from it. Like I think I've strained my calf muscle because I'm fucking
baby
sore.
cow.
Yeah, baby cow. But just off the back of that, big shout out to Patrick Skelton from the Run Club. He kept it real quiet, and he did the 42.2K version. So he dealt with 20 kilometers of headwind that morning.
So you didn't know he was doing the full.
We
so
didn't
you
know.
finished and he just kept going.
Well, we passed him on the way out, and I was like, Paddy. He was doing because the 42 started before the 21, and I was like, wow. I was like, so
bravo,
yeah,
sir.
inspirational. You know, the guy's a fucking legend in my book. But yeah, Mother Nature can fuck right off.
Yeah.
Always comes at the wrong time, mate. You're guaranteed if you've got a
cold.
birthday party on,
The cold,
kid's birthday party,
cold's
it's always
great.
going to rain or it's going to be 40 degrees.
Yeah, cold's great. Wind can fuck right off.
Yeah. 100%.
But that's mine, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got there, Chris?
Yeah, you better go. I was still
Can
thinking.
I have 2?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Fuck,
Got
go
2.
for
All
it,
right.
man.
So I got some tickets to the Origin, the Game 3 decider, not a couple of weeks ago, and we had mad seats. Shout out to Sportsbet. Thank you for the tickets. Basically, we got these mad seats. We were right behind the New South Wales bench. Me and my missus went. Got there early, sitting down, really enjoying it. And obviously, there's like not many people sitting down. A lot of people up at the bars and stuff like that. And then right as the game starts, everyone sits in their seats. And I just what rips my undies is that the saying?
Yeah.
Is when people have a fucking baby bladder at the footy
Uh-huh.
when they're sitting like 6 or 7 rows in. And you're on the outside, and every 5 minutes, sorry, and they got to come in, and they come out, and then they go to the toilet, and then they come back down, and then 2 minutes later they're back up again, and you're doing these ones every 5 minutes. You're at the State of Origin, like if you've got a baby bladder, don't come to the footy. But watch
Or
it
don't
at home.
drink.
Or don't drink.
Yeah,
Don't drink.
that's
Don't
right.
drink 4X Golds. It's like drinking Hydro, like that stuff. It goes straight through you. Like it's.
Yeah.
But that's one of them. Yeah.
That's why I don't drink at events because
Yeah.
I know my limitations.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't want to be that guy.
I've got a baby bladder. I do the same. Exactly why I didn't drink on the night because I wanted to sit down and enjoy it.
Yeah.
There was this one guy that was sitting next to us. He's not a listener because he'll know who he is because everyone was giving it to him by the end. But I reckon we counted like 30 times he hopped up. That's it. I don't think he watched a blink of the footy. But yeah,
It's an expensive fucking toilet ticket.
and it was like he wasn't even drinking that many beers. It was like maybe 4. But yeah, he just had a bad bladder. But anyway, and the other one was people in public that have got rotten BO.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like when you come out of like you see someone come out of a gaming shop or something like that, and you know that they haven't, or some, and they've got that, and it follows them, and then it just hits you in the face, and it's like it makes you angry.
It's like in the cartoons with that stink smell.
Yeah, like it's just horrid.
Yeah.
Like,
Off the back of that, we were in Rebel Sport the other day, and my missus went into the changing room to try something on, and she came out and she's like, "Oh my god," and I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Somebody used the changing room before me, and they had the worst BO because the changing room stunk."
Yeah, it
and I was
does.
just like, I just laughed.
it does, eh?
Yeah.
It must be all like I'm not the fittest person, like, and I hope you can edit me so I look not chubby because I am chubby. But like people, they must just eat so much crap food and like
Sweats
all
out
this,
the
all this
pores.
stuff, and it just sweats out of them. And it's
Yeah.
like every time we go to the shops, me and my missus always say like, and even out my little girls now, I've got 5 and a 6-year-old, and they'll be like, oh, someone's got BO,
Yeah.
because it just whiffs, man. It comes from like, and then you're always looking for who it is, and then you can go, you,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
it's
yeah.
him, you know it's him or her or
Yeah.
whatever. Like but yeah, they're the two. They just absolutely hammer me. I just
Yeah.
can't cop it.
Yeah, I'm real lucky 'cause I got a terrible sense of smell from like 24 years of smoking pot every day,
Yeah.
and just fucking killed my my sense of smell, and so I'm really good like with smells.
You can deal with it.
I mean I can smell his ass every now and again, but that's
Yeah.
let's rip. But
Sorry, I'm still thinking.
that's all right. That's all right. You better fucking hurry up because we're gonna fucking get the show on the road, mate. Yeah,
Having a long, hard think.
yeah.
Yeah, it's have you got one?
Life.
Fuck, you're a fucking cop out, eh? Oh, man.
What about what part of it?
Yeah, what part of life is fucking up your
Oh,
undies this
fucking
week, man?
everything, dude. It's just like
There's 3 weeks, man.
Waking up, going to bed.
I've had a bad I've had a pretty shit couple of weeks, man. To be honest.
What's going on, man?
Talk to us.
What's going on?
Oh,
Tell us
just
what's going
just
on,
the
mate.
struggles of like dad life,
Mm.
husband life, work life. Trying to make a good impression at a new job, and doing the extra hours, and then you're not as present, but then you try to be present because you're doing the work at the table while the kids watching TV, and
Is that what it is? It's the stresses of the new job.
No,
and
'cause I love
that's-
it.
and that's kind of blanketing everything else.
It's trying to like
no, it's exacerbating.
Good word.
Yeah, I know, right? Eh?
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
Makes it. I know how to use it. Makes the problems bigger or something like that. I don't know, but
Yeah.
that's not the issue because, like, I enjoy doing all that. I enjoy doing the new work because I'm building a part of the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just everything else, like there's just not enough time in the day to finish everything that you want to do, and then then you've got the pressures of, like I said, being a dad, being a dude, being a husband, being
It's
a
changing
friend, going to
routine, bro.
fucking going to this
Yeah.
and pickups and drop offs, and
You're trying to fit everything into a new. Whatever you were doing before this. You were used to it. Now you're not used to it, and you're going, "Am I doing the right thing? Are my kids happy? Is my wife happy?
Yeah,
am
mate.
am I earning enough money? Am I doing too much work? Have they got the shit? Yeah, it's hard, bro.
Yeah, and
It's hard.
if I don't put the hard work in now, it just means that if I do the hard work now, it means that my job's going to be easier in the future. And if I get all the runs on the board now, then I get the pay rise in 6 months. And
All right. Well, I'm here. Take this. Take this. There you go. That's an invisible token for you to call upon me to babysit your kids for a night, so that you and your wife
oh, does she have to come?
can have a night out. Okay, you're gonna take your wife out for a date
This
night,
is the token if you want to take me.
and you can cash that in whenever you like. Apart from, I'll give you some dates.
Okay.
Okay.
Then you can do okay. We can all give each other tokens.
Yeah.
All right.
But
deal.
there you go. There you go. There you go.
That's right. I'm
gonna
in
take
no
your-
danger of Lara hearing this because she doesn't. Oh, damn it! I said her name. Dean. Don't even worry about it.
See, we spoke about it. Hard. It's
You're gonna take her out for a date.
I'll
All right.
say this, but she will never know
No.
because you won't tell her.
No. But you're gonna take her out for a date. All right.
Well, my
You're
parents will be here soon, so
You're gonna get a little
I'm
bit
sure
of.
we'll sort something out.
Yeah, how good are grandparents?
Yeah.
Grandparents are good, eh? I got
Yeah.
They are.
my mum and
Yeah,
dad.
yeah.
Some are good, some are bad.
Yeah, that's true.
My mum and dad are. Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know what we'd do without them. Actually, Like,
Oh,
it's-
mate.
Oh, I could tell you,
Yeah.
I've raised a family without parents around
Yes,
for
that
the
sucks.
whole time.
I take my hat off to you, bro. Because
It's
yeah,
it's not easy, but what you don't know
yeah.
Yeah.
is like you don't miss what you don't know, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, in the early days, my dad was around for a little bit, and my wife's mum was around for a little bit. She passed away, and then my wife's auntie was around for a little bit. My parents live up in Harvey Bay, and
Yeah.
I got parents back in NZ.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's always just been me and my wife, pretty much.
And no matter
So,
what, you get it done.
Yeah,
Like it's everyone's so.
100%.
I think I take my hat off to you. I think first day I brought my oldest daughter home. I think within an hour and a half, we were living with my parents at the time, waiting to move into our house. And I think within an hour and a half, I knocked on the door and just handed my daughter over and said, "I'm done."
Yeah.
hour and a half in, screaming, crying. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You're on Google, like, you know what to do. ChatGPT wasn't there then.
Nah.
It's like my best friend now. I got the
Yeah.
new. I pay for it now so he can talk back to me. So it's like the best conversations ever on the highway.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I do it. Yeah, I
you
do
mess
it.
with that?
Yeah, I do. I talk to it about work. I'm like, I'm thinking of doing this, or remind me to do this when I get into work. Or
The answers are crazy.
yeah, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you can set your little, hey, you are an expert in this, and I need you to challenge me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking good,
Well,
man.
you talk, like I think I said the other day, one that was like, I'm feeling like a bit shitty, but I'm got a lot of good stuff coming up. I want to listen to a podcast that's going to lift me up.
Yeah.
And it just threw me this podcast. I never heard of it ever. And now I've binged it like 20 episodes in a couple of days, and it's fucking mad.
It's real talk, no bull.
Yeah. And now they got me in. I got him in.
No,
All
awesome,
right.
man. Awesome. Okay, well, let's crack in,
Let's
man.
do
crack
it.
in.
Yeah, look in.
Okay, so start with like where you grew up. What was your background?
Yep.
Yeah.
So grew up Brisbane, so
Yep.
always Brisbane, West Chermside, so North Brisbane. Whole life, not my whole life. I was there till about probably 10 or something like that. Then I moved to Lutwyche, inner city. Was really lucky there. I lived there for my whole 18 and my young going out days, so it was really good. I could walk to the valley from the trains were close. Had really good neighbours, really good family that I ended up living with for ages, and had an absolute ball when I was younger. So it was really good living there, and then moved back out to D-Bay and then back to Castledine where I am now. So we're settled in Castledine now. So we've got a pretty cool house we live in, and so that's that. Always been in Brisbane. Went overseas for a little bit in 2015. A couple of months, did a bit of traveling with an ex-partner. That was fun. That was good. But yeah, most of my life, grew up in Brizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's worse places in the world you can be, that's for sure.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
it.
You got to be the north side's the best.
Yeah.
Are you north side? You're
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
All north side, mate.
All north
Yeah.
side, yeah.
North
Yeah.
side. It feels like when you go over the south, it feels weird. It's
Well, when I
Different demographic.
yeah, it's all day.
when I was 18, I moved here, and I ended up in Camp Hill,
Yep.
and that was back in 2002, and I almost ended up homeless. I'd used my last $6 to ring my mum, and she bailed me back out to NZ, because I just didn't make it happen. I just pissed all my money away.
Yeah, it's easy.
drugs,
Yep.
alcohol.
Yep.
Spent a lot of time in the valley, and
I think it's got all the answers.
couldn't keep a job, and so.
Yeah, it's,
But
But the north side worked for you though.
being on the north side, like I never actually had any plans to come back here, but when we decided to come back to Aussie, it was kind of like, we'll give it another shot, and worlds away from back then,
Yep.
Yeah. So, excuse me. So you grew up in your late teens around the valley, and
early teens, yeah.
Early
So like,
teens,
yeah,
yeah.
around I was probably I turned 18 in Lutwyche's house. Going out all the time, like just drugs, alcohol, working as a shop fitter. Doing all nighters, going to work, doing all day work, going. You'd find every single night of the week there was somewhere to go. It was like Wednesday night was the regatta, Thursday night was monastery, Friday night was birdies, Saturday night was GPO, Sunday night was the Normanby. Monday night there was something else on. There was always somewhere to go, and I was about all of it. And the group of mates I was around was really, really fun at the time, and I'm not in contact with many of them anymore. But yeah, everyone was about it, so it was always going out all the time. So probably from about 16 with a fake ID all the way through till about 25. 25 I did that, non-stop, drugs, alcohol, pissing all my money up against the wall. Didn't really, was doing shop fitting every single cent I'd make. I was also really bad into the punt, so I'd be punting a lot of it. So you'd always be putting multis on and things like that or going up in the pokies and whatnot to try and win the money back and go out there. $300, that was a night out for you and the boys back then. It was, you could go out and, the Fox Hotel, you could go out with $20 and you could come back cross-eyed. Like it was so easy back then. And now I go out for dinner and I feel like if I don't have $200 in my bank account, it's like I don't feel like you can do anything now, especially with kids.
nah.
But yeah, It's so expensive. I just went to Bali, and like I don't know if have you been to Bali?
I haven't. No.
Yeah, like it's whatever you spend here, like it's about $110, $120 for us to eat. We were paying like $50 over there. It's crazy. $50 Australian, and you're getting better food and better stuff. Like I know it's not the greatest food some places, but yeah, like I can't believe how cheap it was over there.
I said to the kids today, no shit, on the way home, we're talking about Bali, and I said, we should just fucking sell everything and just move over there and
Well,
live
so
like
people are,
kings.
yeah.
And, you know, I was like, but what are you kids going to do there? And they're like, oh, we'll go to school. And I'm like,
Start a tattoo shop.
yeah, that's it. Start a tattoo shop. I'll just have one of those bars or the one of those hut things that they have where all the markets
On the
are.
beach there, yeah.
Just fucking do that.
Yeah.
You know, real estate came on, and mate, the houses and the places you can get for 200,000 or 300,000, and then the money left over. Oh my god, you'd be a fucking king.
It's so like the villas are like, you look at the villas online and you see them and it's like, wow, that place is amazing. And then you get there and you see the villas and then the street it's in and it's like, oh damn. Like,
Yeah,
it's like a massive
The streets are fucking derro.
Yeah, it's hectic. It's a good place, but I like Bali.
We'll be going back.
But yeah, so back to what we were talking about. So yeah, I basically from 14 through to about 16, I got a fake ID. All the way through about say mid-20s, I just basically pissed everything up against the wall. Had a long-term girlfriend there for a bit around that, still going out and stuff like that. That's probably not the best thing to be doing when you're at that age, carrying on drinking. So that was a bit of a toxic relationship. So that was a bit of a lesson learnt. But you know, everyone grows up, you move forward. So
it's like it's something that you do though. It's something you learn from. It's something you grow from.
yeah, it's a good lesson.
Yeah, it's a good lesson. Like, I mean,
This is like, sorry, mate.
No,
I don't know
you're
if you
right,
were finished or
no,
not.
no,
But this is like almost totally from where I know where we're going with this story. But like at the moment, it's like your previous guests have always had this backstory of trauma or, you know, coming from a really shit spot or, you know, but this is actually a good one for it can just fucking happen to anyone.
Yeah.
right.
Any normal lad.
That's right.
Like you don't have to have a bullshit past to get to where we've all been and where you've been.
Yeah.
Like
I had a good upbringing. Yeah. I went to a private school.
Yeah.
My parents worked hard. Like I had everything. I could have had, like, if I didn't decide to do the drinking and the drugs and all that type of stuff and carrying on like a dickhead, I could have been like my dad had a business. He still has a business. Like my mum had a business. I could have worked for them. I could have taken that over. Like but it just wasn't anything at the time. The mates I was with and everything, I just didn't care. Like it was just not what I wanted to do. And then you get caught up in the scene, and then that's all you care about. You just want to be the man in that scene, and then you're fighting and you're carrying on, and then you want to be the big dog fighting everyone. You want to be all through high school. I look back on it now and it's so embarrassing. Like it's so embarrassing. You look back on it and you think, I used to go to parties, and I reckon people will watch this and go, holy fuck, that guy grew up. I would go to parties and go out of my way to ruin a party just so someone would talk about me. Like it was just, and you look back on it now, and I've got 2 little girls. It's just like, if any motherfucker did that to my house, I'd be blowing up.
You want to go back and slap yourself, don't you?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. And you just wish you could, like, I don't regret, the partying was fun. That was all really fun. It was really, really good and stuff like that. That was all really good. But it's just looking back on some of it and you think, holy shit. And like the relationship I was in before, I was saying, like, good person, like, she's got kids now and married. I think she's married to a good fella. I know the guy. Like she's obviously grown up too. She learns lessons. Everyone learns lessons. But like you said, it's something that everyone goes through, but no one really talks about it. Like, and at the time, it's a big thing, but you don't really talk about it because you don't want it to be. You don't want to hear about ex bullshit because it's not a big drama. It's not trauma. It's not. But then it's actually a big thing in your life. You do, and it either changes you, puts you in a different path, or it kind of can set you up for the next step.
Like you said, like you live that life because it's kind of like the bravado and the ego and all of that, like, and because it's fun.
Yeah,
like it's fun. Like
so good.
Like, you know, most people have a very similar story from their late teens, early 20s. You know, just drinking, having fun, out there, living it up. You know, like for once in your life, you're an adult. No one's fucking breathing down your neck, telling you what you can and can't do. And
it's freedom.
You know, you've got all that freedom, and it takes you a while to learn how to respect the freedom of
Yeah.
life. Like,
Take advantage.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like, yeah, it takes a little while. Yeah, it really. Some people got to learn. Yeah, you got to kick you in the ass.
You got to
Like,
have something. Something big happens, and everyone's is different. Like
Yeah.
and I think my one was meeting my wife, like my partner, my wife now. Like once I met her, it was like you just know, like you just know it's like I smoked ciggies then, and I was drinking heaps of piss. And when I met her, I still continued to smoke and drink heaps of beers and whatnot. But after a while, like I gave up smoking so easily just because she didn't smoke and no one in her family smoked. So it was just like I just gave up smoking. It was like the easiest thing in the world. But for someone else, giving up smoking is like the biggest thing in the world. It's like everyone's,
Yeah.
it's so crazy different. But yeah, I think once I met my wife now, that's when it all kind of stopped. And then my next kind of speed bump in life started, which was, which we'll probably go on to. But yeah, that part of the growing up was the fun part.
It's funny how we owe, like, women do that to us.
It's
'cause
crazy.
That's what happened with myself too. Like, I met my wife, and she didn't do any of the things that I did, and that kind of pulled me out of that life. Like, not that I was like, because I was like big into raves and party drugs and heaps of all that sort of stuff. And not that I was like, I wouldn't have considered myself like addicted to that lifestyle, but I definitely overindulged.
He was known to dabble.
Well, it's
Yeah, I
because
did a little bit.
everyone else is doing it.
Yeah.
Like you look back on it, you go, I did that for 10 years. I guess it was an addiction.
Yeah. That's
Like,
right.
oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
You go on like on a Friday afternoon. How many times on a Friday arvo would you go back then? Like all you could think about was whose house you're going to, who's having pre-drinks, is my bag packed? Where the fuck are we going?
Yeah.
Now on a Friday afternoon, I'm like, get me home by 4 so I can
Oh.
fire up my barbecue, get that 6 o'clock footy game on, and stay inside and do fuck all.
Yeah.
You know,
That
like
is living.
Yeah, bro.
That
like,
is fucking living,
I
man.
could not think of going, like, even now, if my missus says, oh, we've got dinner, we've got to go to dinner, to do something. I'm just like,
Why do you hate me?
the anxiety's starting. And I'm like, why do I have to talk to the waiter? Why do I have to,
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
like, and then you do it and you get it done and it's a good night. But it's that, you look back and you go, fuck, I used to just go rock up to some random ass person's house in the valley, drink beers, didn't even know him, become best mates. Next minute, you know him on Facebook, and 15 years later, you're going, who the fuck's that guy? You met him 15 years ago on Facebook, and you go, I can't even fucking remember meeting
Yeah,
him.
yeah, that's right.
You got so many people. I don't know if you guys are the same, but like
Yeah.
you scroll and you go, who's that guy? Like,
Yeah.
Oh man, I just went through my Facebook not so long ago and my Instagram and my TikTok and everything, just deleted everybody I didn't know.
yeah.
I was just like, nah, fuck it. Like, if you don't know me and and I don't know you, then you don't get to see my personal life.
Yeah, you see random
like-
shit. It's like, oh, old mate from that fucking big bender I went on had a kid. Like, you're like,
Yeah.
Gone.
see you later. Like, yeah,
Good on you, but gone.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. So when did you get into the podcast life? When did that fall into the timeline?
So I've always been into footy and like
Yeah.
having a punt and on the horses and footy, and always loved rugby league since I was a little kid. My family weren't really into footy much. Family friends of ours were into the footy, so they kind of got me into it. I wasn't allowed to play rugby league when I was little. My mum already let me play soccer because she didn't want me to get hurt. And I think Dad had like a friend at school that broke his back and neck and ended up in a wheelchair and stuff. So me wanting, like, my outlet to footy was watching it and getting involved in it. I wasn't allowed to play it until I got to school, and I forged my parents' signature, and I would leave the house in soccer uniform and then go train station, change into the rugby, and then play. And then eventually got caught, and then it was just like, well, fuck, you're doing it now, so you might as well. So I'd get into it. But yeah, getting into the
What's the old saying?
What, mama?
Nah, it's like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
No, I was thinking of the water boy when he's got the tattoo on his ass. Like, what mama don't know, don't hurt her.
Yeah, well, there
Yeah.
you go. Yeah.
I think they came to watch me like play soccer or something, and I was like not on the field, and it's like teachers like, no, he's playing over in like one of the rugby fields. Like, oh really? And I think I like looked to the sideline, and my mum's just crossed arms, and I'm like, well, I've got to play good now to
Yeah.
somehow show her that.
Yeah, don't get hurt, don't get
Yeah.
hurt, don't get hurt.
And I was never a freak at football. I tell my wife that if I didn't do my knee and my back and stuff, I would have been the best. But I tell my kids I would have played down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Get a lie like
absolutely.
crazy.
Of
I've got a
course.
boy coming in October, so
Oh,
I'm going to tell some
congrats.
massive lies to him.
Yeah.
Hopefully he makes it. But yeah, so got into obviously so into the footy, and then a mate of mine, Liam, he was really into the footy, as well as Darcy, he was our producer. He was really into the footy. Met him Christmas time camping, was friends of the family. And we all just kind of had a yarn and had a bit of a joke every time we're on the beers. And yeah, I ended up just seeing on Facebook one day that Light and Sound, is it, in the Valley, had like a special for get a podcast starter kit for like $1,200, and I bought it. And then next minute we just started a little studio in the front of my parents' house at the time, because I was back with the parents. And then yeah, we went from there, just making episodes. And I think I'll have to see if it's still on there. But if it's on there, it was a good chat. We had a few NRL fellas come on. We had
I think I found your Facebook page. I think that's still active.
yeah, it's probably still active.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we throw some stuff up on there.
Yeah.
If I want to bag out someone, I'll usually go on that and do it. So it's not my Facebook.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. It was good to. We had some really good. We had Mark Geyer on there. We had Brent White. We had who else? We had lots of players come on there. Yeah, good stories. We had Chris Walker on there. We had telling good yarns. People that are into the footy scene, just they froth that type of stuff. So
Yeah.
it was really fun while it lasted, but it ended. And people lives changed and everything. And if there's anyone out there wants to jump on board and get in the podcast game again, hit me up, because I'm looking for someone to do the podcast with. So
There you go.
maybe we could get it started again, but I'm just looking for the right person. So yeah,
Hunter's Paradise V2.
yeah,
Yeah.
get back on it.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, no,
so we've
that's
got all the
awesome,
gear.
man.
It's sitting there ready. So
Yeah.
otherwise, we'll rent it off you guys. It's a
Yeah.
good little setup. It's a great setup here.
Yeah,
like
it's,
it.
No, it's
only for a little bit longer though.
it's evolved. It's evolved, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only for a little longer.
Oh, we're another year, but we're moving house.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, but
Are you gonna have a dedicated room?
nah, not a dedicated room. We'll still be in the garage.
Yeah, or we might look at trying to find our own spot.
Yeah.
We've got to make money for that, mate.
Well, yeah, we'll see how
Yeah,
we
we'll see how we go. But at the
Anyone out
moment,
there wanting to sponsor the boys, get on board.
yeah, yeah, sports bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get on board.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So take us into the story about your rugby injury.
Yeah, so I was playing by then I was probably about a couple of years into with my wife. I was probably about 26 or something like that, maybe, 27. I was playing for North Lakes Kangaroos, and we were playing at Valleys. It was a Saturday, a bit rainy, so I was just playing. Had the ball, tried to do a step, wasn't very good at it, slipped, and then the back of someone else's head hit the front of mine, and bang, nose went, busted. Collapsed both my nasal passages, left and right. Nose was sideways, all the shebang stuff. Came off the field, was just destroyed. So I ended up going to the hospital. Had to have surgery because obviously both my nasal passages were collapsed. Couldn't breathe properly. And then a lot of blood was going down into my throat, and then concussion and all that type of stuff. So ended up having surgery at Stars at the Royal. Fixed my nose up. It's still got a bit of a bend on it, but both my nasal passages are
Looks beautiful.
plastic now, and everything's, and it got a cheekbone played in and stuff like that. So everything's all redone now. But that was a bit of a. I waited about 3 or 4 months until I could go in to get everything fixed. Like, a bit of the stuff got done straight away, but because I didn't have private health, I had to do it through the public system. So all like the non-immediate stuff had to wait.
Yeah.
And then so once all that was done, and then I started on the painkillers. This is where it gets heavy.
So this is what you were prescribed.
Yeah, so was at the hospital.
Yep.
I named the hospital before where I got the operation done. I won't name where I got the tablets, just doesn't need to be said. The nurse said to me, what do you want some pain prescription tablets to go home with? And we just had our first daughter. So, young child at home, trying to recover as quick as I can. I think it was like a 2-week recovery, or 2 to 3 weeks or whatever it was. And I said, yeah, no dramas. I'd never had really an issue with painkillers. I never really took them. Like, I think the heaviest thing I took was maybe cold and flu originals or something like that. Like, it was never really had them. So I just said, yeah, well, good. She said, do you want Panadeine Forte or do you want Endones? And I'd heard off a few of the footy boys, Endones were great. Like, they were awesome. Endones were so awesome. And you never heard the bad side of it. So it was like, I said, yeah, Endones will do. So I think it was, oh, God, a year ago, I would have known every single packet of what they came. But I think it was like maybe 14 in a packet or something like that. So they gave me 10 or something in a box. And I remember the nurse said to me, when you take one, take it with 2 Panadols. You'll enjoy Netflix a lot more. That's what she said to me. And I just like, oh, right, no dramas. So I went home. Had the painkillers. Everything was good. I was still in obviously a lot of pain. Anyone that's had that operation, you have like the gauzes up there and you got to get them taken out. So I'm sitting there on the couch, can't really do anything, taking these painkillers with the Panadols. And before you know it, I've taken the 10. The 10 are gone. Fuck, I'm still in pain. So make an appointment with the GP. I think my operation was on a Thursday. So from Thursday to the Sunday, I took the 10. Went to the GP on Monday. Had my operation, blah, blah, blah. Can I get some more pain medication? Yep, no dramas. Write me up. Send me off with a full box this time. I think I even had one repeat. Anyway, so that was just endone. So just, I think, like 2 milligram tablet or whatever it is. Like,
And
so,
were they working?
yeah, they were great. Yeah,
they're
like
great,
they were
yeah.
masking everything. It was like everything in life was great. There wasn't no issues at all. Like Netflix was great, like the nurse said. Everything I watched was just like, oh, this is mad. Like it's not like I used to smoke weed and stuff. Like, you know, when you're watching saying you smoke weed and it's you're kind of enjoying it and you're high, and it's not like that. It's like with weed you still kind of you get that paranoid type of feeling still, but this just blocks everything. It doesn't stop.
You're so relaxed. You
It
just
relaxes
like
everything from here to your
Yeah.
toes. It's just like not a problem in the world. Like you could drop a brick on your foot and you'd be like, oh,
there's
like,
no tension. There's
just
no
everything. You feel like the best way to describe it is like you're on a nice fluffy cloud and you've just got 100 security guards around you and nothing's going to happen to you. Like you just
that's it.
At the time, did you realize like how much like euphoria you were feeling? Like,
Oh,
was
yeah.
was it really dramatically noticeable?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be like the butterflies. You get the butterflies, and that's when you knew that the painkiller was kicking in, and you'd be like,
It's like when
"Oh,
you're
here
coming
we-"
up on an ecstasy pill.
Exactly like
Yeah.
anyone that's had a ecstasy pill, a good one, then I don't think they're around
Nah,
anymore.
They're not good. They're not good anymore.
You'd be in the club and you'd be waiting for it to kick in, you're waiting to kick in, and next minute you get the butterflies,
Yeah.
and it's on. You know,
In your
you're not-
eyes.
everything's just you're on.
Yeah.
It's like that. You get the butterfly feeling, but then it just gets you mellow.
Yeah.
And whatever you're doing, there's not a problem in the world. You know, you don't. It's just it's so crazy saying it, but it masks everything. Not
Yeah.
an issue. Like you could have someone outside, a house on fire, and if you're watching a good movie on an oxy, you wouldn't give a shit. There'd be people out everywhere looking at this house burning down. You couldn't give a fuck. You'd just be sitting there going, oh well, I'm happy on this couch.
Yeah.
You just spending money wouldn't be an issue. You just I'll buy that. Money comes and goes, just no issues. But then it would wear off, and you'd feel like shit. So then obviously you go to grab the next one, and then that's when the violent addiction starts without warning. So you don't know, right? It's kind of people are and the talk about oxys is, you know, if you say you're at a birthday party saying you're having a beer and someone says, oh, I got oxys for my sore back, and straight away everyone that you talk to, oh, how good are endones? Endones are fucking awesome. But no one ever says, oh, be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll kill you. It'll ruin your life. You'll lose everything. Like no one says that
Yeah.
until you're actually living it. And then it's like, holy fuck, I wish I never started this, because you think the whole time you're on it, because there's no issues and you're so mellow and you're so relaxed, oh, I'll just quit next week. Oh, I'll just quit the week after. And then next minute, 6 months. And then next minute, 2 of your mates aren't talking to you. And then next minute, you've sold a car that you loved, but you didn't give a fuck because you got tablets.
So once you obviously had gotten past like all of the surgery and all of that sort of stuff, like, and then was the doctor still filling out your prescriptions?
Yeah, so the doctor was filling out my prescriptions for probably about 2 months after the operation.
Yeah.
And then until she said to me, hey, like, you should be sweet now. Like, and then that's when
Right. Yeah.
the bullshit starts.
Mm.
Oh, I've got a really sore back. I do have a back injury. Like I've got a, it's called an annular tear. It's painful. Like I've still got it. It's really, really painful. And okay, no drama. So you think that the painkillers are helping for your back? Yeah. I'm really enjoying not having back pain. I think I want to continue these. Oh, okay, well, let's go get a scan. Let's get an X-ray. Blah blah. I go get the X-ray. Yep, I've got a bulging disc, an annular tear, and that's a good enough excuse for painkillers, right? Doctors, yep, fair enough. That's a painful injury. Okay, we'll keep prescribing you, but we're not going to go up. We'll just keep you on this dose. And then what happens with oxys? And there's a movie called Painkiller. I don't know if you've watched it. I only watched it when I came out of rehab. It's about like the family that make oxys.
Yeah.
And they say that it lasts 12 hours, but scientifically proven that it only lasts like 2 or 3 or something like that. So you would be, you'd get a pack of 14, supposed to last you a week. 2 days later, you've gobbed them all. You've taken them. And you're like, fuck, I've run out again. So you'd go to the doctor, but the doctor would go, wait, how come you took so many of them? Like, you're taking too many, and then you'd come up with the fucking bullshit lies. One of my main lies I used to say to the doctor was, I work away and I've accidentally left my tablets at the hotel. And they'd go, oh, okay. All right, we'll get you another script. No drama.
Sorry, man. I'm laughing because I've used the same
some of the
same
excuses
fucking
I'll tell
excuses,
you
dude.
is like,
yeah. I thought I was original.
yeah, like I came up with so many. I look back on it now and I'm like, surely the doctors knew that I was like, some of the shit I used to come up, even when I was borrowing money off people and things like that. But yeah, it's
part of their jobs though, keep you sick, right?
Yeah, they get a commission off it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like, do they get the kickbacks like the Americans did when that came out? Because
Most probably, man. Like, I wouldn't fucking put it past it. Like, I don't know a lot about the big pharma over here, but yeah, man. Like, the more like in the States, the more they can prescribe you, the more fucking get paid. Like,
oh yeah,
and that's the whole medical industry is like keep them sick, keep them coming back.
yeah.
Like, like I mean, I've broken 24 bones. And I used to get prescribed heaps of shit, and I never used to take any of it because I was a pot smoker, and it would just fuck with my being stoned,
Yeah.
And so it would all just go in the drawer, and my missus might pop the trammies and stuff if she had chronic period pains or something like that.
Yeah.
But I was lucky enough to never get prescribed any of that sort of shit.
It's hard, man, but it's if you have a valid reason, like if you have an injury, they will prescribe it to you.
Yeah.
And if you take a lot of people I met so many people, like older people that had back injuries, and they get prescribed their tablets of what they take, and they take that. They have like what are those things called where they put all your daily tablets
the blister
in it?
packs?
Yeah, blister packs. Yeah. So they would stick to it. Hey, I'm not in pain, but because I started to, I was my anxiety, I had depression, things I was taking fluoxetine, like antidepressants whilst I was taking them as well. So it's clashing. So you're getting ups and downs and violent ups, downs. You turn around.
It's polyuse.
Your head's just, everything's just.
Were you on those medications before the endone or the oxy? Or they prescribed that when you were on it?
I started fluoxetine when it was kind of like I had like kind of going back to when I was thinking I was like world champion boxer. I had like a bit of anger issues and things like that. So I was trying to like use it for anger issues and things like that. And it kind of mellowed me out a bit. So I continued to take it. So I would just take anything. Like I was taking crazy amounts of pills just because I didn't give a fuck. Like, because you're still thinking, why you take the tablets? No, nothing's an issue. I'm not going to die. I'm sweet. I feel great. So it was, I would just keep going and I'd keep going and I'd keep going. Got to the point where this is the bit where like people think, holy fuck, like how are you alive? I was taking the equivalent of 2 boxes of endone a day. Jesus. At my highest of my addiction. And that worked out to be about $2,500 a week of black market medications. Getting them off the street. I drive to Toowoomba. I drive to Tweed Heads. I drive wherever the fuck they were at any time just to get them. I knew my wife knew that I would never bullshit to my wife. My wife knew about it the whole time. I'd never lie about it. I'd tell her I'm going to go get tablets. And she would always, and she says now, we had this conversation the other day, it was like, I always hoped that you would go back to the normal person that you were when I met you. So I'd always give you the benefit of the doubt because I'd always say like, I'll stop next week. I'll stop the week after. And because, you know, being an oxy addict, it never stopped me from being a good dad. I've always been, that's one, I'll hold my hand on my chest. I've always been a great father and I always put my kids first. I would never put my kids before the drug. But I would go without eating to get the drug, or I would go without buying clothes, or I would go without, you know, I would fill my car up at the servo and do a drive off just to, because I'd have an extra $50 just in case I wanted to buy another couple of tablets. Like I would do everything for myself, but I would never involve my family.
Mm.
And then obviously it started to get to the
These
point.
these are the justifications that we use,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Like in order to justify our usage to ourselves, right? Like I am a good father. I look after my kids and I put food on the table and I do all these sorts of things. And
So I
so it's
can
kind of
do it.
like well, I'm doing all those things, so I'm going to take this for myself.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
and that's a really crazy pit to be in as well, because it's like you get stuck in this like self justification like of your actions.
Yeah. You would like, and I had a job at the time, and it was, I won't mention it because it's like, we could use it for another podcast. It's got another crazy job, but I would never go to work like off my head high, because I was never high. I was I was functional.
Yeah.
I couldn't, if I didn't take it, I wasn't functional. And I'd be like, some days I'd come to work and I'd do 12 days straight of not calling in sick or anything like that. But then I'd run out of tablets and I'd do a whole week of calling in sick. And it was so up and down and up and down. And I could never progress to the next stage of this job because it was like, you're too unreliable. And in my head, it was like, fuck you guys. Like, I'm fucking here. I did 12 straight and I did a great job at it. And they're like, yeah, but you had 6 off. And it's like, well, fuck. In my head, I'm like, I didn't. You motherfuckers should know how I feel. Like, and I never thought about it because you don't think about it. You just think about, you justify, I did 12 straight, but you did 6 off the next week, and you don't justify everything that's going on around it. So I'm only casual as that position now, but and I've come out on social media and said that, you know, I went through this journey and stuff like that. But yeah, it got way out of hand where I wouldn't leave the house. The only time I'd leave the house was to go meet my dealer. And I'd drive silly places and come up with some crazy things to get money. You know, you'd borrow money off. Like I had so many mates. I had such good mates. And now I don't talk to any of them. And it fucking sucks. But I used up so many of my mates because I'd borrow money off them. And because before I was on these tablets, it would kind of out of the ordinary for me to ask for money. So when I did ask for money, it was like, fuck, he must be in trouble. Like, and I would never say it was for tablets. It would always be like, you know, when I started to be a piece of shit and I'd like use my kids as a, like, oh, I need to pay the kids' kindy fees and like just absolute piece of shit stuff. And people and really good friends would, okay, man, sweet as, and got to the point where I owe people like 10 grand, 5 grand. I'm still paying off like 2-3 people that I owe money to. Like I'm paying back a bank or something, but like it's purely to show them that I'm sorry and I was a piece of shit and I'm trying to do the right thing now. But big lumps of money, you loan 5 grand, 10 grand off people, you can't just pay that money straight up. You got to do it over time. So that kept happening. It got to the point where people, you know, if I would call people, they go, fuck this, he wants to borrow money. And you don't think about that when you're in addiction because it's like you justify everything else. So my family's fine, everything's fine. If I come up with a good enough excuse, they'll give me money. And then I can go buy more. And then I can get myself sorted. And then I'll be sweet. I can go to work and then I can pay them back. But as soon as you're not high and you want to get more, they're off to the side. You don't give a fuck about paying them back. All you're worrying about is getting your next hit, your next packet of OxyContins. So yeah, it got to the point where I was taking like death amounts of OxyContins, like 2 boxes of endo in a day. The doctors, and I openly said to my doctor, this is how much I'm taking. I need help. Blah, blah, blah. My family, my mum and dad were on board now. So they were really keen to get me into help and get off it.
So could I just interrupt there for a minute?
Yeah.
So
jump in whenever you want.
So
bro.
your wife knew that this was going on, right?
Yeah.
She wasn't enabling you, but she was just allowing you to do what you needed to do.
She was yeah, like I was functional,
Yeah.
and she knew that this is what I need to do to be functional, because when I wasn't on the tablets, I was in the bathroom rolling around, screaming, fighting with 000 on the phone because they knew who I was.
Yeah.
When I called, they
Yeah.
would say, Chris, we can't pick you up to give you oxys. You're not getting the green whistle. And I'd be abusing them on the phone. And I'd be like, pick me up. And I'd be going off, and like, because you just don't care. You
Yeah.
just,
Can
yeah.
can I ask, like, how did she handle all those moments? And were the kids around at this time? Like, is this with kids?
I would always, yeah. So I would always go into another room and say that I had to make a work call
Okay.
when shit went bad. And when shit went really bad, if I was withdrawing really, really bad, I'd just jump in my car and say, I need to go do a quote. And I'd drive off, and then
Yeah.
I'd go off to a car park, or I'd go to the beach, and I'd just sit in my car and I'd call my wife crying and crying and crying, trying to think of an idea of how I can get the tablets, how I can do it. And obviously she used to say to me, like, you know, this is bullshit. Like, you know, we really need to get off this. Like, she knew it was bad, but she knew that it wasn't going to be an easy fix. It wasn't going to be a matter of like, you need to stop going to the pub. Like, it was violent. It was a violent addiction. And she didn't want to, like, looking back now, I ask her, like, why did you stay with me? Like, why did you put up with that shit? Why did you let me have access to my kids? Like not that I did anything wrong, or I like him. I was always put the kids first, but it's like, why didn't you just leave me? And it got to the point, and this was the biggest push, and she did leave me. She called me one day at work and said, I just can't do it anymore. Like, I just can't. You need help. I just can't. You're not the person you used to be. We don't have conversations anymore. Whenever we talk, it's just you talking about getting money, or us not doing anything because we can't afford to do anything because you need to save the money for seeing such and such. And it just got so bad. And then I ended up, she was at uni that day, and I ended up leaving work, and I drove to my parents' house, and my kids were there. And I stayed the night at my mum and dad's and stayed with the kids. And my missus went back to our house. And the next day, mum said to me, watch the kids, go talk to missus. So I went there, and we sorted it out. And that's when I promised, like, I'm going to fucking beat this. I'm going to get off this. That's when I knew, like, I have a way better life than this. Like, I wasn't brought up for this. I'm deep in it, but I can get through this. And then that's when I reached out to the doctors, but then obviously it didn't happen straight away, because the doctors, some doctors are good, some doctors are bad. But in my view, the doctors don't give a fuck, man. If you don't have a plan, if you can't detox off these tablets at home by yourself, too fucking bad. I tried to wean down off these tablets. You can't do it. I went to daily pickup. I went to weekly pickup. I went to the point where I'd go to a pharmacy at 7 o'clock in the morning when they opened. I'd get my 2 tablets. I'd go off and do my day. I'd go back there at 10 to 9 when they shut, take my 2 tablets for night, and then I'd do the next thing the whole day. And that's all I'd care about. That's all I would do. Daily pickups. And then once I'd fail at that, I'd say, no, I can't do it anymore. I'd make up some bullshit that I had to go to work and I couldn't do daily pickup anymore, so I need to go back to weekly. So then I'd be able to get my black market stuff, and then I would have my weekly stuff, and I'd be able to fall back on that type of stuff, and I'd have a plan on how I was going to do it, whatnot. And then, yeah, it got to a point where I was just like, I finally found a doctor that was like, how about we get you in with like the drug and alcohol clinic at Prince Charles Hospital. It's called Melaleuca Clinic. They're fucking awesome. Like, fucking awesome. They saved my life. Like, I honestly don't,
their mental wing there as well.
Yeah,
mental
it wasn't,
health wing.
it's not the mental health.
No,
thing.
that's where I was.
Oh, you were in mental health
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Okay.
Even there, like I was just saying, like everything to do with that hospital
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah, that's a great hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good. Anyway, so I went to Melaleuca Clinic, had like a consultation, and they said, like, what's going on? Why can't you wean off them? And I just said, I can't. If the tablets are there, I'm taking them. Like, I can't not. I just want this feeling all the time. And they said, okay, well, let's try once more, try and wean down. And if you fail, we'll go to the next step. So I tried, failed, So this is like 3 or 4 months again. And then I finally got a call from a place at the Royal Brisbane called HADS. I think it's like, I can't remember what it stands for. Like alcohol, Hurston Alcohol Drug Service, I think it is. So got a call from them and they said, oh, we've got a spot. It's a free service. We've got a spot. Essentially what you do is you go in, it's like you can be in there for 5 days, you can be in there for 2 weeks. It's voluntary, so you can leave whenever you want to. So it's you were really going there when
because that's their dignity of risk.
yeah. So if you want to go in there and you want to be an involuntary patient, you don't want to be there. You don't want the help. So they're not going to waste their fucking time with you. So it's a voluntary thing. You can walk out. Once you walk out, you're out. You're back in the back of the line again.
Yeah.
So if you're going in there, you're really going in there to change your life around. So I after all the bullshit, I got my dates to go there and organised my wife and kids to live with my parents for a week. The GP said to me, look, I reckon we can do it in like a week. I reckon 7 days we can do it.
7 days versus how long were you in the active addiction for?
5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
So they reckon that 1 week they can cure your 5-year addiction.
Yeah. So basically,
Fucking
to
hell.
get the OxyContins out of your system takes about 3 days.
Yep.
And then they put you on like I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a synthetic opioid. So it essentially doesn't have withdrawal.
Capabilities.
It doesn't have as bad withdrawals as anyway, my missus dropped me off there. I went in there. I remember I walked in there and I thought the whole time I'm like just being a judgmental asshole. Like I don't belong here. I'm not a drug addict. I'm just a poor person that had an injury and got caught and blaming everyone else and blah, 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 and like thinking that it was going to be, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to come out. I'm just going to come out, do this bullshit, keep all my family happy, and I'm going to come out and just go straight back into the same old bullshit again. Eventually my kids are going to get old enough to know that I'm a piece of shit. But let's give it a try. I want to try and get out of this. I did not believe that I was going to do it, but I was going to give it a red hot crack. So I went into HADS. They basically, you go to ED at the Royal. I had to go in as like an undercover patient. So it was kind of like due to like a job that I was doing, I couldn't be able to be seen on the records. So I went in, so everything was really hush-hush to get me out the back into HADS. Got in there, looked around, and it was just everything you could imagine that a rehab would be, a place like that. Just people screaming and people rocking and people just in another world. Just, it's not a mental health place, but it's people in active addiction trying to get out of addiction. So people, and if you've had withdrawals before, opioid withdrawals are violent, like chronic diarrhea, vomiting, aches and pains, like rocking.
I mean, I haven't, but I've seen Trainspotting.
Yeah, like some of this, like you'll be able to look it up on YouTube and stuff like that, and it's hectic. It's like explaining it's making me just feel sick, like it's crazy. So I went into the rehab to HADS. They do all your OBS and everything like that. And when was the last time you took oxys, blah, blah, blah. And they tell you before you come in, don't take oxys for 16 hours before. We want you to come in full withdrawal. We want you like sweating. We want you like really having a hard time. And of course I fucking lied and I took one as I walked in. Yeah. And so they knew straight away that I wasn't in withdrawal. So they deliberately made me do like the day and a half and I was in my room. I remember still looking out at the Hungry Jacks across the road from the Royal Brisbane. I could just see it. And I was just crying my eyes out. And I had this notepad and I was writing shit about like trying to start the story from the very start to take my mind off things. And I just couldn't talk, couldn't think. All I could think about was my family. And I was and then it got that day and a half of what they put me through. It honestly made me go, fuck this. I'm done. I'm going to get sober. I'm getting off this stuff. There's such a better life out there. And I don't know if it's a thing they do to scare you to like.
So they use the method of abstinence then?
Yeah, like they put you in a violent withdrawal. And I think it's to scare you, like, and go, holy fuck. Like, because if I went into violent withdrawal out in the community,
Mm,
I'll just find tablets.
that's right.
But in there, you ain't getting them. And if you
Yeah.
leave, you're fucking gone.
Yeah,
Your
you're in a
chance is gone.
you're in a controlled state there. And I
Mm.
mean, and if I guess if anything was dramatically going to happen, they'd be able to sort of step in or interject a little bit.
Well, they've got the medication to
That's
like,
right.
you know, and OxyContin's like opioid withdrawal, alcohol withdrawal is actually more dangerous
That's
than
right. Yeah.
not as like hectic, but alcohol withdrawals you can actually die.
Yeah, that's right.
Oxy's very, very rare that you'll die. I don't know the scientific. There's probably people out there that have, but so yeah, I went through that, and I remember the nurse coming in saying, "Oh, how are you feeling?" Blah blah, and I just screaming at her like, "Please, just fucking give me something to stop feeling like this." And it was the night of State of Origin. I remember it was night of State of Origin, and I've never missed a game of State of Origin since I can remember, never. And I remember I sat in my room and I was like, I can't watch it. I just can't be around people. I can't look at people. I can't listen to people. I just need to scream in these blankets. And I just kept screaming and screaming and screaming. And the nurse came in and she said to me, "All right, I think you've learnt your lesson. When we say don't take oxys before you come in, we mean don't take oxys before you come in." And I'm like, I fucking learnt my lesson. Like, blah, blah, blah. And then they gave me an injection. No, not an injection. They just gave me like this wafer that went under my tongue. And within like 5 minutes, I was sweet. It was like I was taking an oxy again, but I wasn't high. I just felt normal again. Like I was not high, but I was normal. And I hadn't felt normal for 5 years. I didn't know what normal felt like.
Mm.
I was either high or I was in withdrawal. I didn't know what it was, and I felt weird. I was like, what the fuck's this? I feel weird. I'm not crying. You know, after you have a cry, you get that feeling of like you feel really good.
Yeah.
Like the good adrenaline type of thing. And I'm like, holy fuck, I feel good. And then I got out of the room and I went and sat down, and Queensland had just won, and it was like we were getting pumped or whatever. And I was like, holy fuck, we've won. And that's when I said to myself, I can actually fucking do this. Like, it's hard, but I can do this. If I can just do the 6 more days or the 5 more days here or whatever the doctor wants to do, I'll be sweet. I'll get through this. And yeah, I started to journal. I started writing down. I've still got my journal at home. I was writing down like, you know, day 2, feel like a piece of shit. And it went from, you know, or really, really bad to really, really positive shit. And I'd never been positive about any of it. I'd always just like, oh, I'll just get on with it. I'll buy more and whatnot. And then, yeah, I spoke to the doctor on like day 4, and he's like, how you feeling? Blah, blah. And I said, oh, I'm feeling great. Like I'm fucking feel normal again. Like, and you could tell he was like, oh, that's good. And I had motivation back, and I had ideas back in my head. And I they had this like room, like an art room where you could just do like random shit. They had stuff. I started doing coloring in, and I got hooked into coloring in. And I still do it now at home. I've got like hundreds of adult coloring books. Like it's my go-to now. If
Yeah.
I'm stressed or something, I just go and do it. And people go, "Eh, fuck, what the fuck?" You know, it's so childish, but it's
Nah, man.
No,
What
man,
right.
what fucking
It
whatever.
was my like,
Whatever
it
works,
was my
eh?
lifesaver in rehab. And I got into that. And then day 5 came around, and I was supposed to do that till day 7. And I thought, no, I can come out. I'm ready to come out. I was 5 days in, but like just that, whatever that drug was to make me feel normal again, just gave me enough kickstart to get the mindset to get the fuck off it and go back to the community and be a fucking dad, be a husband, be a good person again, pay back your debts, don't be a piece of shit, get out of that life. And I was just so determined to do it. And even the doctor said, oh, I'm feeling a bit dodgy letting you leave at 5 days, but you seem really switched on. You do know if you leave and you relapse, you know, you're back of the line again. It could take 2 years to come back in, blah, blah, blah. And I said, no, sweet. Give me all the stuff I need. Blah, blah. I said, okay, we're going to monitor you. So they monitored me through the day 5. So I came out day 6. So went to bed that night, got myself in a really good routine in rehab. Like I'd never had a really good routine that whole 5 years. It was just kind of like shower whenever, eat whenever, do whatever, whenever.
You hear a lot of things about routine, eh?
Yeah.
Like get yourself in a good routine, good sleep to try to beat that kind of shit. I wanted to ask you, so after that day and a half where they taught you a lesson
Yep.
and they gave you that wafer,
Yeah.
is that the only thing that they gave you for the rest?
No, so
Or is that like like every morning they give that to you?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, so they give you like in the morning. I think it was every 6 hours or something. They give you a wafer, and then it was slowly tapering me down from
Yep.
what I was on. So I was taking the equivalent. So I was taking about 350 to 400 milligrams of OxyContin a day.
Sure.
when like that's just crazy amounts.
Yeah.
That's
What's your normal pill? Like 25?
2
or-
2 milligrams.
Yeah.
2 milligrams
yeah, it's
is an
fucking-
endo.
You're only
Yeah.
supposed to have like
The
right.
most highest one you
Okay.
can have is an 80 milligram, the blue tablets, 80 milligram tablets. I was taking how many?
fuck, man. You must have been on another planet.
Yeah,
I remember when I
was
did my
a
finger, I
zombie.
was taking 5 milligram ones and
Yeah,
15 at 3 at once. But fuck,
yeah. The
holy
like
shit.
I was on another planet. Like I could just, and that's because that's how I lost everything. I lost every single one of my mates. I lost every like. My sister lives overseas, so she's been overseas for a while, so she didn't really see the brunt of it. But our relationship, we still talk and stuff like that, but it's not as strong as it should be because I should have been reaching out to her more. I should have been talking to her more. I should have been reaching out to people and getting help, but I just didn't care. Like I just wanted to continue because in the addiction, it was good, man. While I was high, I was good. I was happy. I didn't care if I didn't have any mates. Fuck my mates. I don't care about you guys. If you want to leave me, behind because I take tablets for a sore back, get fucked. You're the losers. I don't want you. I don't want you guys. And then I would watch them all having fun and all going on camping trips together and going to footy together and doing all shit that I used to do with them. And I'd be like, fuck those guys. And I would always blame them that it was their fucking fault. And I said, I'm a missus, fuck all those guys. They don't give a shit about me. I used to help them out when they needed stuff. I would loan them money if it was them. And now, no one talks to me. It's all them. But it's me the whole time. It's me the whole time. And now I'm still going through it, which I'll get to. But I'll go back to the fire. So day 6 of rehab. I called. They said, we're happy for you to go. We think that you're good. We think that you're positive. And I just said, I just want to see my fucking kids and my wife. I just need to see them. It's the longest I've never been away from them. You guys are parents. One night away from your kids, like a day away from your kids, you fucking miss them, bro. The first thing you want to do when you get home, if you leave for work in the morning, the first thing that when you're driving home, the first thing you do when you pull in that driveway is, I'm going to see my kids. It's the most exciting thing of your day. Like, I know kids can be little shit sometimes, but deep down, that's the most exciting thing. And if you don't see them for a night or 2 nights, you fucking miss them, bro. It's the littlest things about them. I just didn't even know what I wanted from my kids and my wife, but I just knew that I needed to see them.
Yeah.
So you're not allowed to make calls privately while you're there. So you have to make a call while a nurse is watching you. And I got to make the call. I said to my wife, please don't call me. I'll call you because if you call me and I hear my girls, I'm going to just burst into tears. And it's just going to make it really hard for me. So I'm just going to try and do this cold turkey. I ended up talking to them a few times. But yeah, I remember calling her and saying, oh, you can come get me. And she's like, what? Like, you can come home? I'm like, yeah, come get me. And I got picked up. And ever since, haven't touched oxys. Haven't touched any bad prescription medication. I still take fluoxetine for like anxiety, depression. Like it's probably something I could look into not taking. But I'm just kind of taking one step at a time. But yeah, and I just kind of started to rebuild like the friendships and stuff like that. I still it sounds so sad saying it, but I still don't have any like it's mates, but I don't have any great mates. Like I don't really have anyone. And I know it's my fault. I fucked up. And I'm slowly trying to fix that.
The trust was
Yeah.
broken.
Yeah, like people, it's easy to say, oh, I'm good now. Like
Are you though?
yeah, like
There's always going to be.
Yeah, you got to try and it's been a year now, and I still haven't touched anything. And I'm so scared to get back in that world again because once you're out of it, it's like it's a second chance, bro. You're like, fuck. It's like that's why I just don't know why people. I know it's easy, but when people go into addiction and they get out of it and then relapsing, like I know it's so easy, but I just must have been one of the lucky ones that just was like, fuck that. I don't want to go back into that. And then having money again and being able to pay back people, like I've had to pay back people, like I said before, I'm still paying back like 2 or 3 of my mates. They probably hate my fucking guts, but I'm still paying them back. And some people, like I kind of would dig my head in the sand and think I didn't have to pay back people until one of my mates, he lives in Melbourne, and he called me one night and absolutely fucking sprayed me. It was like a spray I needed to like, get my shit together and make sure I make all my fuck ups right. I'm still paying him back. paying back another person. I've paid back 2 or 3 people like the money I owed them. Not friends with them. Like a couple of them still chat with and stuff like that, and they're never going to trust me again until I earn it. But yeah, so I'm just basically doing that now. Just trying to started up my business again. So I've just been working really, really hard, and yeah, I kind of got out of it, and yeah, I've just been making sure I don't get back in that fucking hole, bro.
Yeah.
And I now kind of want to spread the message to people that it's not just ice and coke and weed and all that. Prescription drugs is dangerous as just as much as all that stuff. And there'll be so many people watching this podcast. Like, I remember when I was actively an addict, it would be like I'd type into YouTube how to get off oxys, and it would just be people like this talking, or there'd be people actively in withdrawal, just trying to find ways of how to feel better and how to, when they feel bad because it's that bad. Then I know someone will probably come across this podcast and hopefully they can take something out of what I've been through, or they can reach out to you guys to reach out to me or something like that. I'd love to help people, but I just don't know where to start.
Yeah. Well, this is a great start, man.
Yeah.
Just talking about it.
Talking. This is the first time I've spoken like publicly about it. I've put it up on Facebook that I basically said like, hey guys, if you're wondering where I've been for the last 5 years or why I was asking you money when I hadn't spoken to you, this is why, blah, 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 I went through. But this is the first time I've actually spoken to people about it.
Like taking ownership though as well, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
It's all my fault.
accountability.
It's
Yeah,
a-
100%.
It's a huge part of
100%.
the recovery process. Yeah, it's been accountable for yourself and the things that you did.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like when I stopped smoking weed, because I was actively smoking weed for about 24 years every day, and there was a huge, like I knew a lot of people, and there was a big group of people who obviously knew that about me, but there was also a massive group of people who didn't know that about me because I was functional. And, you know, it was almost like I manipulated a whole group of people into just thinking that that was me, that was the normal Tim, whereas that wasn't, because it was me being masked behind that, you know. And it wasn't until day 50 when I came out and I just pretty much just said, you know, put it out there on Facebook. This is what I'm doing. I'm 50 days sober. This is what was
So you
going
did
on.
rehab?
I never rehab.
You just did it yourself?
I just did it myself.
Nice, bro. Good on
I
you.
gave up. I gave tobacco, vaping, and the weed all at one time. But it was something that I'd been ruminating on for a long time. It was something that
I'll quit next week.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was more just like I was scared about who I thought I was going to be without it, because it was such a huge part of who I was.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who I was without it, because I'd started smoking at such a young age that I didn't even know who I was.
Yeah.
And so I thought I was going to be this real fucking asshole person without it, because I thought that I needed it to make me this nice guy or whatever, you know. But there, it was, you know, how wrong was I?
It masks everything, bro.
That's right, man. That's right. And, you know, like I was using it as an escape. You know, at the end of the day, like what I thought was normal life was me just sort of putting that blanket on all the bullshit of life. Like I was kind of like always like, yeah, it'll be right. You know, it's all good. Like I'm okay just floating through life. I'm okay just having mediocre jobs. I'm okay, you know, just having enough money to get by and survive. Like I'm okay. I'm not on the bones of my ass. Like I'm doing okay, you know, like, and I was just okay doing okay. And, yeah, man, when I gave up, it was like, it was the easiest thing I'd ever done.
Yeah. Cause
And I was just like, fuck, like I just wasted so much time. Like it's unreal. Yeah, man. Yeah.
You look back, like I look back now, and like my missus still says to me, she actually, like the other day we were driving to Chermside to have some lunch, and we would never do that when because I would never allow $80 to go to lunch, because I'm like, fuck that, that's half a packet of endos. Okay, I would never allow that. And we were driving, and she would keep saying to me, how do you feel now looking back on what you were, like lying on that bathroom floor screaming at QAS on the phone, like saying you were going to kill yourself, like just to try and scare them, and they don't come for that. They don't. Usually they'd come and put you in the mental ward, like for saying stuff like that. And I'd just be saying it because I thought it was going to be helping me. But it's like I look back on it now and I'm like just even just driving here tonight, sitting in the car driving here, being like, man, I'm going to do a podcast tonight. A year ago, 2 years ago, that would not have been on my top 100 to do, bro. Like it would be, I need to go to this server to meet such and such to get this tablet. Then I got to go over to this guy to change that tablet for that tablet. Then if I sell these ones, I'll get that. And it's like
the amount of mental admin that you're doing,
the
like when
aging you do, man.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, like obviously weed and opioids are completely different things. But the thing is, when you're
Still an addiction.
when you're an addict of something, you're still going through the same thing. Like, oh, I've got to call this guy to get something off that guy, and it's like, oh, he's out. Like, fuck, I've got to wait 2 days. Fuck, like, and you're scraping fucking, you're scraping your bong, or you're scraping your pipe, or you're fucking looking for crumbs on your fucking, oh man, you just
the worst.
Yeah, and it's a fucking horrible life to be in, man. Like, being so reliant and like shackled to something, like, and when you get to break the fucking chain that's holding you to that ball, like, it's pretty amazing. Have you put yourself under any kind of moments of kind of like, I don't know, like being around people who are kind of, not, I guess, in that world, but have you kind of tested yourself in any kind of way? Like,
Have you been around it?
Yeah, so there was, I completely cut one guy off. I just basically said like I think I just said some fucking big passage like, don't ever fucking contact me again. If you contact me again, like I will call the cops. Like, just fucking leave me alone. Like I'd never call the cops. It was just in the moment of like, fucking don't call me. Like, leave me alone. Don't come after me. Don't look for me. I will never buy them again. Give me this chance. Like, if you want to continue, please do not. Because like I would, like before when you said, if someone was out, it's not like for weed, like, oh, such and such is out, we can kind of get some. Oxys are hard to get. Like, it's fucking hard to get. So they're like gold on that. Like, when you trying to search for it, you would be either getting it off people that knew someone that had cancer, or someone that had like an injury or something that had just come out of surgery or something like that. And that was the only times you'd ever hear of people having it, right? And if someone didn't have it, I'd be on the phone to them being like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you make a doctor's appointment. If you want my money, you make a doctor's appointment and you'll get those fucking tablets. And I started being like some sort of like staunch to these people that I could get it off, to like telling them, if you don't get it tomorrow, if you don't get tablets tomorrow, I'm never buying them off you again. And because I was paying so much money, these dudes are getting $2.5 grand off me a week. They weren't working. They're sitting on doing nothing. I'm paying like, at one stage, I was like actively supporting 2 families. From like rent, food, everything, like paying so much money to 2 families buying oxys. And it was crazy. Like I've never been, so switched on with it. But like being around it now, nah, I switched everyone off. I blocked all their numbers, deleted the numbers, but I also knew the numbers off by heart. Yeah. So I had to like.
When you told that guy no, how good did that feel?
Yeah, it's fucking mad. Blocking his number was awesome.
Yeah,
it was mad.
That's you taking your power back.
Yeah, it was mad because I'd done it so many times to him, and he would have thought, fuck it, he'll be back tomorrow, and I always was.
Yeah,
but this time it was like I was going into hospital, so it was like, fuck you, motherfucker. This is the last thing I'm going to send before they confiscate my phone, and it was like one of the last things I said. Don't contact me. And there was this one person, and he was just like this guy that got them. He was it was like in a corporate in a job, and he wasn't doing it anymore. And he was getting it for like a back injury or shoulder injury or something like that. And he would just get it every like couple of weeks and be like, "Hey dude, do you want a couple?" And I'd be like, "Fucking yep, put me down for every time you get it, I'll buy those 2 boxes off you." So he knew that he was always getting like the amount. He knew every 2 weeks he would get $2.5 grand off me. And I started going to this dude's house, right? And it was like he didn't have nothing. And then like after 6 months, he had a caravan. After fucking 6 months, he had like a Skyline. It's just like, that's my fucking Skyline. That's my like I paid for that shit, man. Like it was my money I was giving him. And then I'm like, and it was weird. I couldn't get it out of my head. I couldn't get his number out of my head. And he was a really good fella. Like no matter, even I was buying the oxys off him, and I wouldn't class him as a dealer, but like, and for some reason I just couldn't. I felt like I needed to like contact him just to tell him, hey bro, I fucking beat it. Just letting you know that I'm never buying off you again. Like I had to call him. And I did. I called him one day, like when I knew that I wouldn't be asking. And he was like, oh yeah, that's good, man. And he was supportive, like, oh, yeah, good, man. That's really good. You're off them, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, just wanted to tell you that, like, you're never going to get money off me again. But I just needed to tell him, like, it was like a, fuck you, man.
It's like, come on, man. I just got another house.
Yeah, like, fuck you. I hope you're fucking struggling without that money I'm giving you. Like, it was just like that. And then, hung up, deleted the number. But he was like, good on you, man. He was really like,
supportive.
but say the other guy would have been like, nah, bro, like, you're only going to go 2 months and then you're going to fucking relapse and like try and get the money back. But yeah, like your question, like that's the only real that I've been around. And then to be honest, I've just concentrated on my family, man. Like just trying to do stuff with my family as much as I can, like going to the movies and going to the markets and going out on doing stuff. Like it's like it's all new again. Like it's so.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you what, when people talk about relapsing, like, I had a pretty bad weekend the other weekend and I was like, that's it. I'm going to hit the bottle and I'm going to get some smoke. And I was talking to Rach, head doctor. Episode 3.
That sounds about right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We had her on here, didn't we? Yeah. My psych. And,
episode 4, actually. 4.
It was 4?
I think it's 4, yeah.
Okay. And I said to her today, about 2 weeks ago on the weekend, I was about to finish that half bottle that I haven't touched for over a year. For nearly a year. And then I was going to get some other stuff and it's been 6 months. And she goes, and you obviously didn't. I said, nah. And I said, the reason why I was going to say this is, people are always like, oh no, you don't need to count the numbers, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, well, I kind of do because those numbers represent hard work. And if I fuck this up, I got to hit that reset switch of a number that I'm already proud of, So it's like,
right.
If fucking count the numbers.
Yeah.
It's your little badge of honor.
I don't count anymore, but every now and again I'll have a little look.
Yeah, same here.
I got an app.
Yeah, same here.
It says.
I had an app for about 2 and a bit years, and then it was like, I don't need the app anymore. But I know the date, so every now and again I'll just ask Google, like how many days has it been since, and
Episode 5.
Oh, okay.
5, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah. And
I'll watch it. I'm going to watch it.
and it makes you feel good.
It does.
It does
it's
make
an accomplishment.
Makes you feel real good.
100%,
Yeah.
And some people don't get it. Like you get some people that know what you're talking about, and that's why I think too. Like, a lot of my old mates. Oh well, I used to drink beers. I was sinking beers like a fish. Like I'd love drinking beers, and every weekend would be carton of Northerns, 2-3 bottles of red every weekend. Like no matter what, couple of joints. Like no matter what. Now like I think I've got the same carton of beer in my fridge from Christmas. Like I have a couple here and there. I'm like, it was my birthday the other week. Like I think I bought a 10-pack of CCs and like, I think there's 8 still there. Like I don't feel the need to I think feel so happy now that I'm not reliant on a substance to make me feel good anymore. That I'm like, well, fuck, if it's there, I can have it. But back before the oxys, it'd be like, I need to get pissed. I need to get blackout drunk. I was always trying to find like something. And then it's like, I needed, as soon as like I kept stepping up until I got to something really heavy. And then you scare the fuck out of yourself and then you go, holy shit. And then you step back. Like when with the beer before, like 6 years ago, I'd be like, fuck, do you only bring 2? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, but now I'm like, nah, man, it's all good. Like, I love drinking beers. I love having a beer still, but I just think at the back of my head, I want to be so present for my family that I don't want to, and I do get carried away sometimes. The first one tastes good. The second one tastes good. Next minute you're having a laugh. Next minute, you've had a box. It's like, and you feel
like I said, this is the only beer I have one a week.
Yeah,
generally, and I haven't actually for the last few weeks because I've been in training mode for that run, and I don't drink at home in front of the kids or
Yeah.
anything like that. I don't have one with my dinner. I don't want them to grow up thinking that it's normal behavior,
Yeah.
like to sit there and just drink tins or whatever, you know. And so, yeah, that's and my wife, she's not a drinker either. You know,
Yep.
like if we go out to a restaurant, might have a couple.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, or she might go out for a night with her friends. I might stay home with the kids
Yeah.
or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
like barley, like I had a few. There's a couple of nights I hooked into it, cocktails, and um, yeah, I don't know. It's just not the same, eh? Like it's just once you feel the the OxyContin train, nothing really beats that. Like you can't. It's like you'll never get to that high again. So it's like
mm,
I don't know. I just don't feel like doing it anymore. I'd rather, and it's like it's so weird saying it, and it's not weird actually. It's not. I shouldn't say it's weird. It's completely fucking normal. And anyone listening that is thinking what I'm about to say, like going to the markets with your wife and kids, it's fucking cool, man. It's fucking cool. Like,
yeah,
go if you think it's cooler to go to a pub and get on the punt, blow $600. Yeah, cool. That might be cool, and but nothing beats going to have like a meal with your family. Go, that's like that's peace for me now. That's good for me now. Like I love that shit, and I love to be able to be present, and I love seeing my wife now, because she always wanted to have a third child, and I always said, nah, not while I'm in. I don't want to conceive a child while like is that the word?
Yeah.
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 While I'm actively taking this, because I don't want to give the child any like disadvantage by me being loaded up with oxys. So yeah, that was one of the first things when I got sober was yeah, we tried for a kid, and then yeah, so we're having a boy in October,
Yeah,
and
congrats, man. Congrats.
yeah, so it's gonna be awesome, and
And fucking
yeah.
hats off to your wife, man.
Oh, bro,
Hats
like I
off to your
don't
wife. What a
the
woman.
best lady in the fucking world, bro.
Yeah.
Like I reckon we could get her on here to talk about it,
They
bro.
say- they
Like
say-
because she would come on and tell
they-
like
Be
there's probably
good.
stuff I don't even know what I like that's happened
Mate.
that I forgot about. Like
They do say, hey, beside every good man's a better woman.
oh,
Yeah.
like, she's the fucking best, like
Yeah.
the best person in the world.
Oh, awesome, man.
And then yeah, so and I'm and like you know how you said before, I don't drink in front of the kids and stuff like that. Like I was worried that my kids were going to get to an age where they would know, oh, Dad's run out of tablets. And I'm happy that I beat that until before they knew. Like
Yeah.
it's good. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, that's what I said when we talked about my
Yeah.
sobriety, episode 2 actually, was that I didn't want my kids growing up one day and saying to me, "Hey, Dad, why did you have to be stoned around us all the time?
Yeah.
You know, was I not good enough?"
Yeah. Was it my fault?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, and to be honest, didn't have anything to do with
Nah.
them. Had
Mm.
everything to do with me and what I was going through. Like I've lost 6 people in my life to suicide.
Mm.
You know, like, and I guess I've never probably really dealt with any of that trauma
Yeah.
properly. You know, and so
You
all
got to
I-
unpack it, bro.
all I would ever do is just fucking mask it. You know? And so it was, yeah. It never had anything to do with my kids, but you can't tell your kids that
Mm.
because they're the ones that are actually taking the brunt of it. you
Yeah.
know?
The people
Mm.
living with you. Yeah.
And you think that you're doing it to be a better person, and then you find out that when you're off it, they still look at you as like my bit, like what you were saying before, is the biggest fear is who you're going to be afterwards. You're going to be this shit dad or this shit husband or whatever. But then when you're finally off it and you've stopped it, you're no different in their eyes. You know what I mean? Like you're
Yeah.
still awesome.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
you're doing it for like, you know, I was doing it for all those like mental health reasons and, you know, all those fears. And then, yeah, when you shake that and you get off it and you realize that you are still, because I used to be like, I'm not fun to be around. If we were going to the markets, Mrs. was driving, so I could have a smoke. You know, I'd have buddy smokes with me while I'm there. I'd have to duck off and make excuses and shit like that. But then when you're doing it now and you're still going out there and you're still having a laugh with your kids, you're like, well, yeah, it's all just a fucking trap.
Yeah. It's like yeah, and your kids once you start seeing them like realize, well, like my kids never realized, but it was just things like that they would say to me like, oh, you know, oh, if I was in withdrawal or something like that, my wife would say to them like, oh, Daddy's got a sore back, and then my kids would come in and say to me like, oh, are you okay, Daddy? And I'd be like laying in bed, and they'd say like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Daddy, that you have a sore back. It's not fair that you have a sore back." But like deep down, I was just in withdrawal from being a piece of shit. But my kids were like, "Oh, we're so sorry." Then they tried to give me back massage and stuff. Man, it fucking broke my heart. And yeah, now it's like, yeah, just a lot of people say the grass isn't greener on the other side. In this case, with drugs and alcohol and stuff like that, the fucking grass is greener on the other side.
It's luscious.
It's lush.
Bro, like,
Yeah.
there is another life out there. If you are actively right now in addiction, no matter what it is, there is someone out there that will help you.
Yeah.
But you need to help yourself.
That's right.
That's
If you don't want to help yourself, that person that you think's going to wave the magic wand, or that medication that's going to fucking, like the wafer, for instance, people probably listen to this and say, "Oh, he had the wafer and he was sweet." It's not that. It's all the things that we talk about. Like my daughter's saying, "Oh, Daddy's got a sore back." It's all that shit fucking pumping up, and then it takes like a moment to have that wafer and feel normal, and then the big wave hits you and goes, "Holy fuck!" Then you're on a roll, and then you get better and better and better. But like, the only way that you will get out of addiction is if you pull your finger out and do it yourself. No one's gonna fucking do it for you.
Yeah.
It is so true.
you have to want to do it.
There's the resources, there's the places to go, but they aren't gonna sit there and go fucking sober with a magic stick. It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. So are you like, did you go through NA at all afterwards?
No, I did. Like when I was in rehab, they did NA and like all that stuff. I was planning on doing it, but I think to be honest, I was so excited just to be normal and back with my family, bro. I just would rather be with them, and I just didn't do it. I know now, like my mum and my dad get a bit scared sometimes. They think that, if I've had like a bit of a bad week or something and they call and I'm a bit grumpy, they think, "Oh fuck, he's back on it" or something. But it's like I will never go back on it. I haven't. There's a couple of people that have reached out to me since I came out on social media and said like, "Fuck, I went through that too." There was actually a girl. She lives in Toowoomba. She reached out to me. I knew her from like high school parties or something. I never was like friends with her. I just knew her. She reached out and was like, "Hey, yeah, I went through that shit with this and this, and like I'm at the moment going through it, and we should catch up for a NA meeting or something like that." And I haven't gone to one yet. Like I said, this is the first time I've actually spoken about it, and I want to like do stuff about it. I want to help people, but I'm hoping this kind of opens up doors, if that makes sense.
Yeah, surely there'd be a place where you
if
do the meetings and say, "Hey guys, I've beaten it.
I don't want money. I don't want any of that. I just want to help someone because it's a rare addiction.
Yeah.
Not many people go through it, and
Well,
people that do.
I guess like once I was a couple of years sober, I had the same feelings. Like I'd already helped maybe like 7 dads get off the weed just through sharing my own story, and then dads reaching out to me and saying, "Hey man, like, how did you do it? Like, what did you do?" Like, and all I could give was my own interpretation of how I did it. Whether that was going to work for them or not, like it might not have. But the thing is, at least it gave them some kind of hope that it could happen.
Yeah.
You definitely helped me.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
the dad's community, like I can guarantee that there's probably 5 or 10 of them right now that are hooked on something, bro.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
If anyone needs, like, I don't want money, I don't want nothing on anyone. My GP now says to me, "You need to write a book." There's no book out there. If you type OxyContin addiction or something, there's no book that's an Australian-made book. There's no one in Australia that's made a book on it. Like, especially for, I'm like 35 now. Like, I'm no spring chicken, but like 35 is still young addictions for the oxys. It's usually older.
Like I was saying, like a couple of years after getting clean, like I'm studying to be alcohol and drug counselor now because I want to help more people.
Yeah.
And I kind of thought, well, in order to help others, like I've got to have some kind of credibility behind me. Like
street cred.
Sure, I've got the story. Sure, I've got the experience. Sure, I've got the lifetime of fucking taking drugs and all of that. But I kind of thought, well, yeah, if I can do something and I want to do something that matters, then maybe for the first time in my fucking life, I'm gonna have to fucking study and do something.
Yeah.
And so it's been hard. Like it hasn't been easy. And
how long have you been studying for?
Oh, about a year now.
Yeah, you're doing it like online, or
and that's been half the problem. Like I should be finished around about now.
Yeah.
but I'm probably about 6 months behind.
You're still doing it, bro. A lot of people aren't.
Yeah.
Life gets in the way, and you just
Yeah,
gotta.
it does, bro.
Yeah, and so, but I just chip away a little bit here and a little bit here and a little bit here, and eventually, like all the modules have stopped rolling in, so I know exactly how much workload I have.
Yeah.
So that's at least that's a good thing now.
It's crazy how
and-
your vision, people when like the fucking lotto, like the lotto every now and then comes around, and it's like, holy fuck, the lotto's 100 million this week, right? And like 5 years ago, if someone said to me, "What would you do with 100 million bucks?" You'd be like, "Oh, I'd fucking buy a yacht. I'd do this. I'd do that. I'd still do all that stuff now." But I legit now would say, like, I'd probably go build like a place to help people not go through what I had to go through, and like use the money for somewhere. Like I don't have the money to do that. I wish I did, but if I can help someone, if someone can reach out and go, "Bro, I'm in the middle of that right now. Fucking, can you sponsor me?" 100%. I'd happily sponsor you. Like watching, I think the happiness of me getting through it, like I kind of miss it sometimes. Like that, it's so good being out of it, but like that first couple of months, like the other day, a phone went off, and it was like when my 1 year came up, and I looked at it, and I was in bed watching Netflix, and I looked over at my missus, and I'm like, "Oh, you missed a big big ordeal today." Like acted like I knew it'd been 1 year, and she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Can't believe you don't know." And she's like, "1 year," and I'm like. She's like, "Oh, I knew it was coming up," and I'm like, "Oh, I fucking only because it went off on my phone." Yeah, but
But it was 1 year without that one tablet and 2 Panadols, mate.
exactly, yeah. Well, one tablet, 25 or something a day or whatever it was taking every 20 minutes. But I had a Snapchat memory, the memories come up, and it was a picture of me, and it was like me giving the finger, sitting at the smokers section near Royal Brisbane. I don't even know why I was sitting there. I don't even smoke, and I'm like last day on these violent pills, and it came up that day, and I was like, fuck, like who would have thought? When I took that photo, I was like, I ain't getting off these pills, but I actually like did it. It's like, fuck, it's awesome. But yeah, like if anyone's out there going through it, reach out to the boys, reach out to me. You can put my Insta handle up if
Yeah,
you
man,
want.
we
I'm
will,
not,
man.
I'm not famous, but
No,
or
it's-
anything. But yeah,
no.
reach out to me. I'm happy to help you. Yeah.
You were saying just before about the earlier on about the movie, about the Oxy movie.
Yeah, Painkiller.
Is that the one where it's about the guy that hurts his back and then he gets prescribed all the?
The mechanic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that is have you
Watch
seen
it.
it?
No.
That is a fucking good movie on the day and of just how bad that drug is.
I always say
that
to
changed everything.
I was the mechanic.
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah.
I never watched that until I said to my wife, I'll never watch it till I'm sober because I was too scared.
Man, that was a heavy fucking movie,
it's heavy, man. It's heavy. Like I was in tears by the end of that going, fuck, I've been through it. But it's so spot on.
It
It
is.
is so spot on. Even right now, like doctors and nurses and people in hospitals and that they'd be all going, not all obviously, but so many people be going through addiction to prescription meds because it's there.
Yeah.
You can take it.
No, that movie, man, that movie is an unreal
Watch
movie.
it. If you haven't, or my doctor, a couple of doctors, you say, watch Painkiller and you'll get off it. And I always used to go, fuck, it must be bad. And I remember it was like day 2 or 3 after I got out of rehab and I watched it and it was just like, and my wife would say, was that like, were you like in like that mechanic? I was like, that was me. She's like, that was fucking you. Like, holy shit. Like, but yeah, I think it's just called Painkiller. There's a few out now, but yeah, it's a great.
If you're not
movie.
watching the one that's got the mechanic in it, you're watching the wrong one.
Yeah, well,
you want the mechanic.
There's another one. There's a few different ones. There's one where the chick actually is selling it, and then she becomes hectic on it and goes onto the streets.
Because was that like a
yeah, Painkiller is the main one. That's on Netflix. Yeah,
that's a good movie.
Good film.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll check it out.
highly recommend
Yeah,
it.
I'll check it out. Check it
Yeah.
out. But awesome, guys. Awesome. Well, fuck, it's been a pleasure having you on,
boys.
bro.
Yeah, man, and well done, man.
Nah,
man.
Good on you.
And
Keep fighting the fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. And yeah, like I said, we'll put your Insta handle down the bottom there if anyone wants to reach out. Anyone's going through any problems with prescription
Addiction,
meds.
prescription meds.
For sure. Like we always say, if you're going through any cannabis addiction, reach out to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
help out there, so get it.
That's
But
it.
you're not gonna unless you want to do it. Don't. Unless you're ready to do it, don't bother because you're gonna waste your time.
Yeah.
That's some hard truth. So
Talk to your GP as well.
Yeah.
If you are going through something that you don't quite understand.
Shout out to the Melaleuca Clinic and Hads at the Royal. They're the real deal.
There you
They'll
go,
help
there you
you
go.
out if you can get in there. if you can get yourself into the Melaleuca or wherever it is, if wherever you are in Australia, whatever, it's a drug and alcohol. But if you can get yourself into one of there's a pathway to help. And you will get it.
Nice, man. Nice. Well, always, guys, remember, if you like what we do, subscribe, like, share, comment. It helps us in the algorithm. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We're doing pretty good on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Get over to our YouTube and subscribe because it's
That's fucking hard.
It's fucking hard, man. YouTube's hard. So you get over there, subscribe, help us out.
Yeah, we get some comfy chairs.
And yeah, it's been a pleasure, man. Been a pleasure.
Yeah, boys, thank you.
Episode 56. Peace out.
Real talk. We're putting it all on the table. You know what to do.